This is Dan with The Verge, and we are taking a look at the Motorola Moto G. The Moto G is Motorola's latest device in its lineup, and it looks very similar to the Moto X that preceded it. Very similar shape, size, weight, and feel as the Moto X. It's a little bit thicker, and it's ever so slightly heavier, but you really wouldn't notice that unless you compare the two side by side. The Moto G has a 4.5-inch 720p LCD display as opposed to the AMOLED that's on the Moto X. It's got a 1.3 megapixel front-facing camera, and on the back is a 5 megapixel camera with LED flash. The other unique hardware thing here with the Moto G is that you are able to remove the back plate, which you can then swap with different colors. Unfortunately, the battery is not removable, nor does it have a micro SD card slot, so it is purely a cosmetic thing to take the back off. The battery inside is 2040 milliamp hour battery, so it's a little bit smaller than the Moto X, but not hugely so. Another big difference between the Moto G and the Moto X is the Moto G does not have LTE, which kind of makes sense because Motorola is targeting this at a global market where LTE is less of a priority. Inside, the Moto G has a quad-core Snapdragon 400 processor. It's clocked at 1.2 gigahertz and it's got 1 gigabyte of RAM. And this particular unit has 8 gigabytes of internal storage, but Motorola says that it will be available in 16 gigabyte versions as well. The software that's running on here is a very simple build of Android 4.3 Jelly Bean, but Motorola says that 4.4 KitKat will be coming to the Moto G in the very near future. The big difference here between the Moto X and the Moto G is that the G does not have any of Motorola's unique software features. It doesn't have active notifications, it doesn't have touchless control, and it doesn't have quick capture to launch the camera.
The biggest story with the Moto G is its price, which is $179 unlocked and without a contract.
It's one of the most impressive prices we've ever seen for a phone this capable. Motorola will be selling this in Brazil and other parts of the world this quarter, and it's expected to come to the US next year, where it will be sold on prepaid brands.